When I say growth, you say hack. Growth.
Hack.
Growth.
Hack.
We really should have rehearsed this. While the term's been around for a while, I'm going to assume that some of you don't know exactly what growth hacking means. HubSpot defines it as the term used to describe experiments and processes aimed at building and scaling customer acquisition and revenue through creative, innovative, low-cost strategies. The term's usually used in relation to early-stage startups who need to create massive growth in a short time frame on a low budget. Growth hackers are a special kind of marketer who tend to be obsessive, curious, and analytical. They focus solely on strategies related to growing the business. Growth hackers typically ignore expenses, budgets, and conversions. They're not looking for impressions, and metrics like brand affinity and cost per click don't really mean anything to them. The ideal growth hacker knows how to set growth priorities, identify channels for customer acquisition, measure success, and innovate on a budget. So, how does growth hacking work? Well, put simply, it's identifying the way your business grows and making that happen deliberately. Growth hacking is often mentioned alongside Dave McClure's pirate funnel, which is often used by startups as a recipe for growth. The funnel is comprised of acquisition, activation, retention, referral, and revenue. Other methods include driving awareness and word of mouth as key parts of growth hacking. Either way, the point is to get traffic and visitors, turn those visitors into users, and retain those users as happy customers. Some examples of successful growth hacking campaigns include Dropbox, which rewards existing users for taking tutorials on how to use the platform and referring new users with additional storage. Apple, which appended a message reading "sent on an iPhone" to every email user sent in order to drive awareness and FOMO. And Airbnb, which used Craigslist to find and market to individuals looking for affordable housing. So, are you ready to become a growth hacker? If so, here are some strategies to consider. Number 1, use feedback to drive product development. If you're at the level where you're still developing products, the sooner you can start getting user feedback, the better. Here's an example that just so happens to be one of my favorite marketing stories of all time. Once upon a time, there was an app called Bourbon that fancied itself a Foursquare for whiskey aficionados. Sure. Turns out not everybody wanted to be the mayor of their local dive bar, and the app really wasn't performing well. Instead of despairing, the founders of the app dove into their first-party data to see what users were using. They noted that, among all the features and baubles of the app, the only thing anybody cared about were a series of cool-looking filters that could be laid over user images to make them look old-fashioned or stylized. The app stripped all the other features and soon relaunched with a new name. Instagram. Maybe you've heard of it? Number 2, referral marketing. Offering an attention-grabbing discount for referring a new user is a great way to not only expand the customer base, but deepen the relationship with the initial user. Number 3, make onboarding a game. Referral marketing and onboarding gamification was the 1-2 punch that led to Dropbox reaching $1 billion valuation quicker than any software as a service before it. In addition to rewarding customers for referring new users, it also rewarded them for listening to tutorials on how to best use Dropbox. Once customers knew how to use the platform and exactly what it was capable of, their likelihood for sticking around increased significantly. Number 4, offering a freemium option. Offering a freemium option is vital to the growth hacking strategy because it helps to attract new users by offering a free version of your product and services. You may even attract new clients who would not have been prepared to pay upfront otherwise. Countless companies use this, from Canva to Trello and so on. Now that you know what growth hacking is and how it works, it's time to stop letting the startups have all the fun. Get in on the growth hacking movement and you can help your company reach never before seen heights. And I don't know. Sounds like the kind of thing that could get someone a promotion. Just saying. For the Marketing Futures Podcast, I'm Mike Berberich.